If you want to know how I went from that to that, keep watching this video. One thing that people always ask me is how I got into health and fitness, because getting into the habit of having a healthy lifestyle is actually very difficult if you haven't done it before. So in this video, I'm going to go through how I got into being healthy and fit, and also 7 tips for how you can do the same as well. So growing up, I was actually really athletic. I played so many sports like volleyball, soccer, lacrosse, cross country, gymnastics, dance. So I really had a wide variety of things that I was doing. I was actually really strong, really fast, and really agile. However, once I went through puberty, I found that my strength didn't really keep up with the new size of my body. So I found myself much weaker than I thought I was and much weaker than I actually wanted to be. So my fitness moment of truth was one summer when I was 12 years old. I was doing a push-up contest with my family. And so my brother's out here doing so many push-ups and my cousins are able to do push-ups. But when it was my turn, I did 0.
When it was my turn, I did 0.
I literally could not even do 1 push-up. I was actually really shocked at the fact that I couldn't do any push-ups, because growing up I was always so strong and I was able to do push-ups. So I was really taken back by the fact that I couldn't do any. So it was at this time that I realized that I was tired of being weak, I was tired of being lame, and that I actually wanted to do something to get stronger and to really change my body. This same summer at camp, I made some friends that were into strength training, so they brought me into the girls' weight room with them. And this was actually a life-changing time for me, because it was my first time really lifting weights, and I think it was really important for me to have an influence of my friends that were already into health and fitness, and it helped get me into it and get me excited about it as well. Along with this, I actually decided to start trying a lot of new foods that I previously didn't like before, such as salad, all these vegetables, all these fruits, and I found that foods that I previously didn't like when I was younger, I actually started to like now. Once I developed all these healthy habits at camp, when I came home, my biggest struggle was trying to maintain the lifestyle that I started living. In order to do this, I started taking group fitness classes at my gym. So I tried all different types of classes like yoga, cardio, Zumba, strength training, and I really did as many as I could to really get a feel for what the different classes were like and how I felt after each one. And by taking all these classes, I really found what type of workout style I liked and what style worked the best for me. Once I found what type of workouts I liked, the best way for me to make it into a habit was by creating a schedule. So every single week, I would take the same classes at the same time, so it became a routine and just part of my lifestyle. And I found that by doing this, it has become much easier to stick to the way I live. Looking back on it now, I'm so glad that I decided to make this choice for myself, because right now I feel as healthy as I've ever been, as fit as I've ever been, and I'm actually truly happy, and I really feel comfortable in my skin, and I can't thank the fitness industry, the health industry enough for really giving me this opportunity to find out who I really am. If living a healthy lifestyle is something that you want to do, here are my 7 top tips to make it something that you can actually stick to. My number 1 tip for you is to start right now. If you really want to start living a healthy lifestyle, being a procrastinator and putting it off till later is not going to help you get where you want to go. Number 2 is to find what you like and what works for you. So for me, I did this by experimenting all different types of classes and all different types of sports. And I think it's really important that you find a type of exercise or activity that you actually enjoy doing and something that you want to come back to and do every day. Once you find what you like to do, this brings me to tip number 3, which is make it into a routine to help you build the habit. So once you start doing things on a regular schedule and you get used to the way of life, it becomes almost second nature and it doesn't feel like a chore anymore. Tip number 4 is especially important if you're a beginner, and it's to look to the pros. When you first start working out, it's critical that you learn the proper form and technique to doing all the exercises to make sure that you don't get injured. In the description box down below, I'm going to link some of my favorite trainers that I found on YouTube that give you great tips on how to have the proper techniques when you're working out. My tip number 5 is to set goals for yourself. Make sure that when you set these goals that they're actually realistic, so they're small steps that you could take along a big journey. By accomplishing your goals, you can feel proud of yourself and it motivates you to keep going. My sixth tip is to not give up. There will be some days where you don't feel like working out or you don't feel like going to the gym, but I promise you, if you push through these tough days and really get in and put the work in, you're going to see the results. My final tip for you guys is to take progress photos. This might seem awkward at first because you're not used to taking these photos. However, when you look back at the old photos, you'll be so proud of the progress you've made and how much your body has changed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end, please follow me on Instagram at GetFitWithAlexia and like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm so excited to be able to create content to really help you guys to live your best life. See you guys soon!